Hello Lucas Nation fans and K.L.P Worldwide fans. Welcome back y'all to the hit show Alpha Live with your host Kennedy Lucas. Thank you. So we're back, Lucas Nation fans. We are back here on the show and also on YouTube of K.L.P Entertainment. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Of course, we're going to be mentioning it all over on the radio shows, and tonight's show is we're celebrating 9 years of K.L.P Entertainment. You guys made this possible. Of course, Alpha Live didn't really exist within the 9 years span for the YouTube channel, but you guys made it possible. So I want to say thank you to all the fans out there who's been watching us, who's been viewing us for 9 years straight. I'm so happy about that. I'm really stoked and really happy about the success that we brought here on the channel. So again, I have to say thank you to all of my fans out there. So again, it's Alpha Live with your host K.L.P Kennedy Lucas. We're going to talk about the new hit anime shows that we're watching currently for the site. Of course, we have all of our three guest stars as Martha Givens, Gordon Martin, and Aaron Reed. Of course, they're going to be talking about the top 3 shows that we're watching right now. And of course, we've got all new anime that we're watching right now. We started 2 new anime. This one anime is not technically new. We've been watching it over years and years. But there's one new anime, new season of another anime, and a continuation with another anime show. So the first show that we're going to be talking about, of course, Martha Givens. She's going to be giving her inside scoop of this show. Of course, the show is called Relive, or Relive, however you want to say it. Relive. Take it away, Martha Givens.
Hello everyone. I'm Martha Givens, Vice President of Video Coordinations. Dismissed as a hopeless loser by those around him. 27-year-old Arata Kazuki bounces around from one job to another after quitting his first company. His unremarkable existence takes a sharp turn when he meets Ryo Yoke, a member of the Relife Research Institute, who offers Arata the opportunity to change his life for the better with the help of a mysterious pill. Taking it without a second thought, Arata awakens the next day to find that his appearance has reverted to that of a 17-year-old. Arata soon learns that he is now the subject of a unique experiment and must attend high school as a transfer student for 1 year. Though he initially believes it will be a cinch due to his superior life experience, Arata is proven horribly wrong on his first day. He flunks all his tests, is completely out of shape, and can't keep up with the new school policies that have cropped up in the last 10 years. Furthermore, Ryo has been assigned to observe him, bringing Arata endless annoyance. Relife follows Arata's struggle to adjust to his hectic new lifestyle and avoid repeating his past mistakes, all while slowly discovering more about his fellow classmates.
Thank you, Martha. That has been the review for episode 1. We're going to be getting ready to watch episode 2, and we're going to be reviewing episode 2 and what we think about it. Of course, this next anime that we've got watching for us is going to be part of Gordon Martin. He's very awesome at what he does too. Gordon Martin will be talking about anime, and I have to look down at the notes here, just make sure I pronounce it right, because with anime it's hard to pronounce these, the names. So it's Anime-Gataris. Gordon Martin is going to be talking about that show. Of course, talking about episode 1. Of course, we just started this one. So, episode 1, take it away, Gordon Martin.
Hello everyone. Gordon Martin here, Vice President of A&R. A fun action comedy that most anime fans should enjoy. It is about a girl, Index, who has memorized thousands of prohibited magical books and has escaped from the Church of England. She is found and protected by the main character, Tauma, who has the ability to neutralize any magic or ability with his right arm. Set in an academic city of science, mostly telekinetic type superpowers, magic is starting to invade behind the scenes, mostly hunting after Index. When these two worlds collide, trouble comes early and often. It is an exciting show, with a bit of a tilt towards the harem genre. There is a lot of violence in this series, so if you are looking for clean fights, forget about it. Never before have I seen so much violence inflicted on young teenage girls, with them receiving more than their fair share of uppercuts, hooks, gut punches, and being left on the ground for dead. This show can be pretty disturbing if you have never watched anime before. The good thing is that these poor girls are either bad and really deserve what they get, or are good and it is used to drive the plot. As it originates from a book, there is not really a lot of catering to moe stereotypes, and most characters tend to be pretty well developed. That is not to say they aren't there. The story just doesn't revolve around it. Also, there is a side series called A Certain Scientific Railgun. They both take place at the same time and fill in story gaps that are missing in the other. The main character in one is an important, but secondary character in the other. Though a certain magical index aired first. Timeline-wise, a certain scientific railgun starts first, and a certain magical index ends last. Also, railgun sticks exclusively to the scientific side and thus sets up the known world very well, while index adds the magic as something new and exotic to the world. Because of this, I would highly recommend watching Railgun before watching Index. Overall, it is a fun show to watch with rarely a dull moment. I would highly recommend watching it.
Thank you, Gordon Martin. We're back here live on stage, Alpha Live. You guys enjoying the show, right? Yes. So, of course, I'll talk about the next and final anime here on Alpha Live. Of course, this show has been highly anticipated simply because I don't want to throw so much on this one, but I really like this one because it's season 3 of this show. Of course, I've watched season 1 and season 2, so now season 3 is here. By Universal, it's the Certain Magical Index season 3, and of course, good man Aaron Reed, he's going to be talking about that show. So take it away, Aaron.
Hello guys. It's Aaron Reed, Director of Creative. Minoa Asagaya is a new high school student in Sakaniko Private High School. Despite being a novice to anime, Minoa's classmate Arisu Kamiigusa invites her to make an anime research club at school. Through conversations with her classmate Maiko Konji, as well as various anime-loving upperclassmen, Minoa gradually gets hooked on anime. While they stand against the student council's continuous efforts to disband their club, and they ignore the impending end of the world, they talk about anime. Whether in Akiba, or in real-life sacred place anime settings, or the hot springs that sour note aside, and a little bit of Kamiigusa flustering in Minoa's direction that I'm sure will go precisely nowhere. It's a peppy little premiere. Newbie mouthpiece Minoa is sort of a non-entity, but an inoffensive one who's only occasionally a little shrill. Her struggle to remember an anime she really loved but only half remembers from childhood feels relatable and not too terribly contrived as a means of getting her involved with the club. There's even minimal fanservice, aside from a few shots of thigh gap. And Kamiigusa, a wealthy Ajou-type character who's actually boundlessly friendly and enthusiastic about her passion for anime, is charming beyond words. She walks everywhere in a cloud of pink sparkles. One of her male classmates comments that he loves the way she's just slightly condescending, a good line. Well done, Gataris. But she's completely unreserved at the idea of helping someone get involved with her passion. The moment when she unleashes an in-depth, rapid-fire monologue about current season fare only to slowly realize that Minoa isn't nearly as invested as way too real. Those little moments that get the feeling of being nerdy without feeling mean-spirited are the high points of the episode. And the show could use more of them. Right now it leans a little too hard on the non-joke of hey, do you recognize these slightly off-brand titles we're referencing? Which got old about the second time they did it, that was far from the last time they did it. The other future club members are only seen very briefly. So it remains to be seen if Anime-Gataris will be as effectively playful with their expected tropes. The element of Minoa becoming an actual magical girl is a fringe part of this episode. So it's very hard to tell how well that element will be incorporated or even what tone it'll take. Will the Muggle Otaku band together around the actual magical newbie and use their fandom knowledge for good? Will they be bitter about it? Will they also get superpowers? I admit I'm a little curious since I love the magical invades the mundane stories, although I already hate the gruff talking cat mascot. And that could provide a unique enough spin to give the show a little extra oomph. But for now it's too early to tell.
Welcome back, of course, live on stage, Alpha Live with your host, Kennedy Lucas. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's show. Of course, we talked about all 3 of the animes that we've watched. Stay tuned for next week, as for next week we're going to be talking about more to come, of course, with the newer episodes for all 3 of the websites. It's an ongoing series, so stay tuned for next week so we can review next week's episodes. And of course, here on the channel, as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you are new to the channel, of course. If you have any questions or any comments you want to make on the shows that we've reviewed, please leave it in the comment below, and of course one of us will gladly read them and read the feedback for sure for us on the channel. So that's going to do it here on Alpha Live with your host Kennedy Lucas here at K.L.P. Entertainment, celebrating 9 years. Of course, 9 years this month is our celebration, so come on back to the channel as we have more news announcements and more videos to come. This has been Alpha Live with your host Kennedy Lucas. You guys have a great night.